Life in its essence is not defined by the relationship status we carry on our shoulders. We often look at people and define them by their titles: single, married, separated, divorced. But this does not reveal the full truth of who they are, nor does it capture the depth of their journey. Each phase, whether single, married, separated, or divorced, holds lessons, challenges, and a unique opportunity for growth. The question is not what is your status, but rather, what are you doing with your life? And how are you growing through every season you encounter? We live in a society that places heavy emphasis on marriage as the ultimate goal. Marriage is presented as the culmination of all that we desire, a sign of success, fulfillment, and happiness. But we must ask ourselves, is it truly the goal? Or is it simply one part of a much larger journey? Many get married not because they truly understand their own purpose or know how to love themselves, but because society has told them they must. We rush toward a destination that promises happiness, yet once there, we find ourselves standing in an unfamiliar place. Marriage, just like every other relationship, is not an endpoint. It is merely a stepping stone in our individual evolution. Now, some of you may have experienced the bitter reality of separation or divorce. It's painful, it's heavy, and at times it seems like it's the end of everything you've known. But here's the revelation: it is not the end of you. It is not the end of your purpose. It's merely an invitation to dig deeper into who you truly are. Separation is not just an emotional fracture, it's an opportunity for you to rebuild stronger, wiser, and with greater self-awareness. Divorce, though often perceived as a failure, is not a failure of your identity, nor is it a reflection of your worth. It's a transformation. You may find yourself in pieces, but those pieces are not to be discarded. They are to be put back together with renewed understanding and intention. The truth is, in every season of life, the question you must ask yourself is, what am I learning? We are constantly evolving, constantly learning, and constantly evolving our understanding of love, identity, and purpose. Your single years are not the years of waiting. They are the years of becoming, of understanding what makes you whole, of cultivating a sense of self-worth that does not rely on the validation of another person. Being single is not a curse. It's a time for preparation, for cultivating your own voice and setting the foundation of who you are before you invite someone else into your life. Marriage, when entered into with the right understanding, is a sacred partnership. But the foundation of that marriage must be rooted in personal wholeness, not the desire to fill a void. If you are not whole as an individual, you will never truly experience the fullness of partnership. And if marriage ends, whether by separation or divorce, it is not an indication that you are incomplete. It is a lesson on the importance of self-love, the necessity of growth, and the opportunity to redefine your life from a place of deeper strength. Life after divorce is not about loss. It is about rediscovery. Many believe that when a marriage ends, so does a part of them. But the truth is, life after divorce is an invitation to redefine your journey, to look at yourself in the mirror and understand that you are still complete. You are not defined by the union that ended or the labels placed upon you. You are defined by the strength you find in your resilience, by the lessons you carry forward, and by the new vision you create for yourself. Every person you meet, every experience you encounter, every chapter of your life is meant to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Whether you are single, married, separated, or divorced, your journey is valid. Your purpose is unfolding, and your best days are ahead of you. Your identity does not lie in the titles you carry. Your true identity lies in the love and strength you cultivate within yourself, the courage you find to keep moving forward, and the peace you create within your own soul. So I say to you today, embrace every season of your life. Whether you are standing alone or with another, whether you are rebuilding or rediscovering, understand that you are enough. You are not defined by the external circumstances of your life, but by the internal resolve to keep rising, keep learning, and keep evolving into the person you were always meant to be. Life after divorce is not the end. It is the beautiful beginning of a new chapter. The question is not, what now? But rather, how will I grow from this? How will I rise? How will I learn? And how will I use my journey to become even more of the person I am meant to be? Remember, your life does not end with the breaking of any relationship. It begins anew with each lesson, with each reinvention, with each new possibility that awaits you. You are not just surviving, you are evolving into the best version of yourself. Your life after any season is a fresh start. Walk forward with your head held high and with the knowledge that the greatest chapters of your life are still to be written. The journey beyond labels. Life is not defined by titles like single, married, separated, or divorced. These labels don't capture the essence of who we are or the fullness of our journey. Each phase is simply a part of a larger, evolving process of personal growth. Marriage as a stepping stone, not an end goal. Marriage should not be viewed as the ultimate goal or destination, but rather as one part of our evolving journey. True fulfillment comes from understanding our purpose and growing as individuals. Regardless of our relationship status, separation and divorce as opportunities for growth. Separation or divorce may seem like the end of something, but is actually a transformational moment. These experiences allow us to rebuild stronger, wiser, and more self-aware, helping us realize that our identity and purpose are not tied to another. The power of being single. Being single is not a curse. It's a time for personal development, self-love, and understanding what makes us whole. It is a season of preparation where we focus on becoming our best selves before entering into any partnership. Self-worth and marriage. For a marriage to be fulfilling, it must be based on two individuals who are whole and self-aware. Personal growth and self-love must come before the partnership in order to create a relationship that is rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Life after divorce as a new beginning. Divorce is not the end. It's an opportunity for rediscovery and reinvention. Life after divorce is a chance to redefine your journey, understand your strength, and embrace new possibilities. It's not about loss, but about growth and the chance to begin anew. Life is often seen through the lens of titles. Single, married, separated, divorced. And these labels can feel as if they define who we are. Society has a tendency to classify us based on our relationship status, as if it somehow dictates our worth, our happiness, or our life's purpose. But the truth is, these labels don't encompass the entirety of who we are, nor do they capture the complexity of the human experience. We are not defined by our relationship status. We are defined by the journey we walk, the lessons we learn, and the growth we experience. In a world that values external perceptions, we must resist the urge to view our worth based on how others see us. Being single, for instance, is not a sentence of loneliness or incompleteness. Rather, it is a period of personal development and self-discovery. When you're single, you are in the unique position to fully focus on yourself, to understand what makes you whole, and to prepare for what comes next in your journey. The absence of a partner does not diminish your value. It amplifies the opportunity for you to invest in your own growth. It allows you the freedom to explore your passions, to nurture your purpose, and to understand your needs on a deeper level. Being married, on the other hand, is often seen as the pinnacle of success in many cultures. It's the moment where two lives are joined, where love is celebrated, and where the promise of a shared future is made. Yet, marriage is not an end. It is another chapter in the story of life. Marriage can be incredibly fulfilling, but it is not the defining feature of your identity. Your worth, your purpose, and your growth are not dependent on whether you are married or not. Many enter marriage with the misconception that it will somehow complete them. But true fulfillment comes from the recognition that you are already complete as an individual. Marriage, like any other relationship, should be a partnership between two whole individuals who come together to create something greater, not to fill a void within themselves. When life leads us into separation or divorce, it is easy to feel as though we've lost something fundamental to our identity. Society often views divorce as a failure, as a mark of defeat. But this perception is misguided. Divorce is not the end of you, but rather the beginning of a new chapter. It is an opportunity to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship, to reconnect with your inner strength, and to redefine your life. Separation or divorce may feel painful, but it also provides space for reflection, for healing, and for growth. You are not defined by the relationship that ended, nor should you allow it to diminish your sense of self. Instead, use this time to rebuild, to reflect on the lessons learned, and to cultivate a renewed sense of purpose. It is important to understand that no matter what phase of life you find yourself in, whether single, married, separated, or divorced, you are always in the process of becoming. Life is a journey, and each season serves to shape you into the person you are meant to be. The key is to embrace each phase as an opportunity for growth rather than as a label that defines you. The real question we should be asking is not, what is my relationship status? But what am I learning and how am I growing? The labels society places on us are not a reflection of our true essence. Our identities are shaped by our actions, our mindset, and our ability to evolve with each passing day. Every stage of life brings with it unique challenges and opportunities, and it is our responsibility to extract the wisdom from each experience and use it to propel us forward. Life does not stop when a relationship begins or ends. When it continues to unfold, and it is up to us to walk through it with the understanding that we are never defined by our relationship status, but by the person we are becoming in the process. The truth is, we are always in the process of becoming something greater than we were yesterday. And no label can ever define that journey. Marriage is often portrayed as the ultimate achievement in life, the end goal of a journey that promises love, companionship, and fulfillment. Many cultures and societies place marriage on a pedestal, equating it with success and happiness. We are taught to aspire to this union, to believe that marriage is the completion of who we are. But in reality, marriage should not be viewed as the destination, but as one part of the greater journey of life. A stepping stone rather than the final destination. The desire to marry should not stem from a need to be completed by another person, but should come from a place of personal wholeness. Too often people enter into marriage because they feel incomplete or unfulfilled on their own. They believe that a partner will fix them, provide the validation they seek, or offer the happiness they had not yet found within themselves. This mindset sets both the individual and the relationship up for failure, because true fulfillment and happiness can only come from within, not from someone else. When we approach marriage with the mindset that it is the culmination of all our desires and needs, we run the risk of putting too much pressure on the relationship. No marriage can live up to the unrealistic expectations of filling every emotional need, solving every problem, or providing everlasting happiness. A healthy, thriving marriage is built on two individuals who are already whole, already self-sufficient, and who come together not to fill a void, but to share a life of mutual respect, love, and growth. If we approach marriage as a way to complete ourselves, we miss the true purpose of the union. The foundation of a strong, healthy marriage is not about finding someone who makes us feel whole, but about finding a partner who complements our own completeness. It is about coming together with someone who shares your values, your vision, and your goals, while also understanding that both partners must continue to grow individually. Marriage is a partnership, but it is not the solution to personal dissatisfaction. It is the result of two individuals who have worked on themselves, who know who they are, and who are ready to build a future together based on trust, communication, and mutual understanding. Marriage, like any relationship, requires ongoing effort and commitment. It is a journey of continual learning, growing, and evolving together. There will be challenges, struggles, and moments of doubt, but if both partners are grounded in their own sense of self-worth and purpose, they will approach these challenges with resilience and understanding. The key to a lasting marriage is not perfection, but the ability to work through difficulties as a team, to support each other's growth, and to always prioritize the well-being of the relationship. In essence, marriage is not an endpoint, but a dynamic process that evolves as both partners continue to evolve. It is a shared commitment to build something greater together, but it must start with both individuals understanding that their fulfillment does not come from the other person. When we approach marriage as a step along our journey of personal growth, rather than as the end goal, we are more likely to create a partnership that is sustainable, fulfilling, and rooted in mutual respect. Marriage is a beautiful expression of love and partnership, but it is not the answer to every question in life. It should not be pursued out of a desire to escape loneliness or to fulfill unmet needs. Instead, it should be entered into when both individuals are grounded in their own identity, purpose, and self-worth. It is through this understanding that marriage can be experienced as a deep and meaningful connection, one that nurtures both individuals while fostering growth, love, and shared purpose. Separation and divorce are often perceived as the end of something significant, the dissolution of a relationship, the breaking of a bond that was once believed to be unbreakable. The emotions that accompany these events can be incredibly intense, and society tends to view them as failures. The stigma surrounding divorce often leads people to believe that they have somehow lost a part of themselves, or that they are now incomplete. But in truth, separation and divorce are not the end of you. They are powerful opportunities for transformation, personal growth, and rediscovery. When a marriage ends, it can feel as though the world has crumbled beneath your feet. The dreams you built together, the future you imagined, and the shared experiences all seem to dissolve into nothingness. There is a deep sense of grief that accompanies the loss of a relationship. Grief for the person you once loved, grief for the plans that will never come to fruition, and grief for the life you thought you would have. However, this grief, though painful, is not a reflection of failure. It is simply the process of letting go and moving through the pain to something new. Separation and divorce often force us to look inward, to examine our own role in the relationship, and to reflect on what went wrong. This reflection can be uncomfortable and challenging, but it is essential for growth. Divorce is a catalyst for personal discovery. It allows us to strip away the distractions of the relationship and focus on ourselves. It is an opportunity to reconnect with who we are, independent of the identity we may have developed in the context of the marriage. We can rediscover our passions, our purpose, and the things that bring us joy. We have the space to heal, to reclaim our sense of self, and to rebuild our lives from a place of strength. The idea that divorce equates to failure comes from a narrow perspective. In reality, divorce is not a failure of your identity, nor is it an indictment of your worth. It is a transition, a part of the life cycle that many people experience. Divorce is not a sign that you are broken, but rather an indication. It takes courage to end a relationship that is no longer serving you, to step away from something that no longer aligns with your values, your needs, or your vision for the future. It takes strength to walk away from a situation that is toxic or unfulfilling, and to choose to move forward with the intention of creating a better life for yourself. Rather than seeing divorce as an irreversible loss, we should recognize it as an opportunity for rebirth. It's a chance to redefine your life, to learn from the past, and to move forward with a clearer sense of who you are and what you need. Many people who go through divorce find that they emerge from the experience more self-aware, more empowered, and with a deeper understanding of what they want in their relationships moving forward. The divorce can teach us valuable lessons about boundaries, communication, and the importance of self-care. Life after divorce is not about starting over from scratch. It's about starting with a new perspective. You may have lost a relationship, but you have gained an understanding of yourself that you didn't have before. You've learned what works for you, what doesn't, and what you truly value in a partnership. The freedom that comes with divorce allows you to make choices that align with your true self, to pursue your dreams without compromise, and to focus on your personal development. The road to healing after divorce can be long and difficult, but it is a journey of transformation. As you move through the pain and uncertainty, you will find strength you didn't know you had. Divorce does not define your worth. Your worth is inherent, and it remains unshaken no matter what has happened in your relationships. Life after divorce is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you are free to embrace your individuality, to grow, and to create the life that you desire. In the end, divorce teaches us that we are never defined by our relationships. We are defined by our ability to rise from our challenges, to learn from our experiences, and to build a life that is authentic to who we are. Life after divorce is not about the loss of a relationship. It is about the rediscovery of yourself and the opportunity to step into a new chapter filled with possibility. Being single is often misunderstood. In a world that frequently emphasizes the importance of relationships, those who are single can sometimes feel overlooked or pressured to find someone in order to feel complete. There's a common belief that being single is merely a waiting period until a romantic partner enters the scene. But this perception couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, being single is one of the most empowering and transformative phases of life. And it offers a unique opportunity for personal growth, self-discovery, and building a strong foundation for the future. During this time, you have the rare chance to fully invest in yourself without the distractions or compromises that can come with being in a relationship. It is a time when you can focus entirely on your own growth, understanding your wants, needs, and desires, and developing a deeper connection to your own identity. Being single is an invitation to explore who you are at your core. It allows you to reconnect with your passions, rediscover what makes you happy, and engage in activities that bring you fulfillment. It's a season where you can cultivate a strong sense of self-love and confidence, building a life that is rich in experiences and rooted in your own values. Many people rush into relationships out of fear of loneliness or societal pressure. They feel incomplete without a partner, and so they look to others to fill a void they believe exists within themselves. But in reality, being single is an opportunity to realize that you are already complete. It's a time to learn that you don't need anyone else to validate your worth. Your sense of self-worth should not be tied to your relationship status. When you are single, you have the freedom to focus entirely on nurturing your own self-esteem, creating boundaries that protect your peace, and learning how to be comfortable in your own company. These skills are essential not only for your own well-being, but also for creating healthy relationships in the future. Being single also gives you the chance to set clear intentions for the type of relationship you want to have when the right person enters your life. When you are single, you have the space to reflect on your past relationships, learning from both the successes and the challenges. You can think about the qualities that you want in a partner, and more importantly, the qualities you need to cultivate within yourself in order to attract and sustain a healthy, loving relationship. This time allows you to refine your vision for what love and partnership mean to you, without the influence of external pressures or unrealistic expectations. Moreover, being single provides the freedom to prioritize your own dreams and goals. Without the responsibility of maintaining a relationship, you have the freedom to pursue your passions with undivided attention. Whether it's advancing in your career, traveling the world, or developing a new skill, being single allows you the flexibility to focus on your personal development and growth. You are not bound by anyone else's schedule or needs. And this freedom can be incredibly empowering. The decisions you make are entirely your own, and the path you walk is one that you create for yourself. Rather than seeing being single as a negative or incomplete state, it's important to recognize it as a valuable and empowering period of life. It is a time of self-discovery, personal development, and preparing for future relationships. Being single doesn't mean you're waiting for someone else to complete you. It means you are completing yourself. It's an opportunity to build a life that is fulfilling and meaningful, independent of anyone else's influence. In essence, being single is not a temporary or lesser state. It is a powerful and essential part of the journey. It is in this time of solitude that you can lay the groundwork for your future happiness. Learn to love yourself more deeply and grow into the person you are meant to be. The value of being single is not about filling a gap, but about embracing the freedom to be fully yourself. It is about realizing that you are enough on your own and that any future relationship will only enhance the life you are already living. When you embrace your singlehood, you unlock the door to your own potential and set the stage for a fulfilling and meaningful life. In any relationship, but especially in marriage, personal growth and self-awareness are fundamental to the health and success of the partnership. For a relationship to truly thrive, both individuals must first be grounded in their own sense of self-worth, purpose, and identity. When two people enter a marriage or any partnership, they bring with them their individual experiences, values, dreams, and sometimes unresolved emotional baggage. If one or both partners are not fully in tune with their own identity, the relationship may begin to suffer. It's important to recognize that a fulfilling marriage begins with two whole individuals, not two halves trying to make a whole. Self-worth is the foundation upon which any strong relationship is built. If you do not know your own value, you cannot offer your best self to your partner. When each person in the relationship has a strong sense of self-worth, they are able to communicate openly, set healthy boundaries, and respect the individuality of the other. This is essential because no person can fully satisfy all the emotional, physical, and psychological needs of another. We must learn to meet our own needs and find fulfillment within ourselves before we can share that with someone else. If we enter marriage expecting our partner to fulfill all of our desires, we are placing unrealistic expectations on them, which can lead to disappointment, resentment, and frustration. When you are aware of your own needs, strengths, weaknesses, and desires, you are in a better position to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Marriage is about partnership, and a partnership thrives on mutual respect, understanding, and communication. If you are not fully aware of who you are, what you want, and what you need, it becomes incredibly difficult to communicate these things to your spouse. Misunderstandings can arise, and the relationship can begin to deteriorate. A lack of self-awareness can also lead to unhealthy dependency or imbalanced dynamics in the marriage, where one partner feels overwhelmed by the emotional or financial needs of the other. Furthermore, marriage requires ongoing growth, and for both individuals to grow, they must first be committed to their own personal development. Personal growth is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. When two people are committed to growing individually and as a couple, they create a healthy space for the relationship to thrive. Self-awareness is a key component of this growth. It allows individuals to reflect on their actions, learn from their mistakes, and adapt to the ever-evolving nature of the relationship. When both partners are growing together and separately, they can build a relationship based on mutual support, respect, and encouragement. In a healthy marriage, both partners should feel empowered to pursue their individual passions and interests. A marriage does not mean that one person's goals should be sacrificed for the others. Rather, a strong marriage is one where both individuals can pursue their dreams, knowing they have the support of their partner. If you are not secure in your own identity, you may feel threatened by your partner's success or dreams. Conversely, if you do not support your partner's individuality, it can lead to resentment or feelings of neglect. A marriage built on mutual respect for each other's growth will foster an environment of trust and encouragement, allowing both partners to thrive. The key to a successful marriage is not about finding someone who completes you, but about finding someone who complements your wholeness. When both partners enter a relationship as complete individuals, secure in their own self-worth, committed to their personal growth, and with a clear understanding of their own needs, they are able to offer their best selves to the relationship. Marriage becomes a partnership where both individuals grow and evolve together, creating a stronger bond built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to the future. In conclusion, the success of a relationship hinges on the personal growth and self-awareness of each individual. Only when both partners are whole and secure in their own identity can a relationship truly thrive. Marriage is not about relying on your partner to fill the gaps in your life. It's about coming together as two whole individuals who support, encourage, and grow with each other. Personal growth and self-awareness are not optional. They are essential for the long-term success and happiness of any partnership. When you invest in yourself, you create the space for a stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationship. Divorce is often seen as a painful ending, a mark of failure, and the closing of a chapter that once promised love, unity, and shared dreams. But in reality, life after divorce is not the end. It's an opportunity for a new beginning. While the process of divorce is undoubtedly emotionally challenging, it offers a unique chance for self-discovery, healing, and transformation. Far from signaling the end of a person's story, divorce can be the starting point for a renewed life. One where you can rediscover yourself, redefine your goals, and begin anew with a clearer sense of purpose. The initial aftermath of a divorce is often filled with grief, sadness, and uncertainty. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that because a relationship has ended, something has been lost that can never be regained. The dreams you once had, the shared memories, and the vision of the future you imagined with your partner may feel as though they have vanished. However, the truth is that the end of a relationship does not erase who you are or diminish your potential. Divorce is not the loss of your identity, but rather a painful but necessary recalibration of your life. It is a transition that forces you to confront the emotional baggage of the past, but also to move forward with a deeper understanding of who you are and what you truly want. Life after divorce is an opportunity for reinvention. It provides the space for reflection and personal growth that might have been difficult to experience while in the marriage. During this time, you can reconnect with yourself, rediscover your passions, and realign your life with your values and goals. It is an opportunity to embrace the freedom that comes from letting go of something that no longer serves you and to create a life that is truly yours. You can take this time to focus on self-care, work on emotional healing, and build the life you desire from the inside out. Rather than seeing divorce as the end of something, think of it as the chance to build a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. Divorce also provides a chance to learn valuable lessons that will benefit you moving forward. While it is easy to focus on the pain, it's important to take time to reflect on the lessons learned from the relationship. Every relationship, no matter how it ends, offers growth opportunities. It teaches you about what you value in a partner, what you need in a relationship, and even about your own strengths and weaknesses. The mistakes made, the areas for improvement, and the qualities you now recognize as non-negotiable in future relationships can all serve as stepping stones for personal development. Divorce provides the clarity to understand what you want and what you no longer want in your life. Moving forward after a divorce does not mean rushing into another relationship or attempting to replace what was lost. It means embracing the journey of healing, of reclaiming your sense of self, and of building a future that aligns with your values and aspirations. It's a time for rediscovery, where you can learn to enjoy your own company again, make decisions based on your own needs, and create a lifestyle that feels fulfilling on your terms. As you heal from the pain, you gain a clearer understanding of what it means to be happy on your own, which ultimately allows you to create healthier, more balanced relationships in the future. Life after divorce is a testament to resilience. While it may take time to heal, every step you take toward rebuilding your life is a testament to your inner strength. Divorce is not an indication that something is wrong with you. It simply means that you are capable of letting go and moving on when something no longer aligns with your life. It is a moment of personal growth where you rediscover what truly matters and where you can redefine your sense of purpose. Divorce marks the end of one chapter, but it also marks the beginning of a new one. It's a time for reinvention, healing, and self-discovery. It is a powerful reminder that life is not defined by a relationship or its end, but by the choices you make moving forward. Embrace the opportunity for growth. Step into your new chapter with confidence, and remember that the best part of your life is still ahead of you. Life after divorce is not the end. It is a fresh start, a chance to create the life you've always wanted and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. In conclusion, whether single, married, separated, or navigating life after divorce, each stage of life presents a unique opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and transformation. It is essential to understand that our worth and fulfillment are not dependent on our relationship status, but on our ability to connect with our true selves, cultivate self-love, and prioritize personal growth. Marriage should not be viewed as the ultimate goal, but rather as a partnership between two whole individuals who come together to create something greater. True success in any relationship comes from the strength and clarity that both individuals bring to it. At the same time, being single offers the invaluable chance to grow individually, to understand your desires, and to build a fulfilling life on your terms, free from external pressures. Separation and divorce, while painful, are not failures. They are opportunities for rebirth. They provide the space for reflection, healing, and the chance to rediscover your true potential. Life after these transitions is not about losing who you were, but about emerging stronger and more resilient. Ultimately, the key to a fulfilling life lies in our ability to remain grounded in our identity, to embrace growth, and to approach each relationship, whether with a partner or ourselves, with love, respect, and understanding. We are not defined by our past, our relationships, or their endings. We are defined by our capacity to grow, to learn, and to continue forward on our own path, creating a future that aligns with our true purpose and potential.